Alright, so I'm going to be doing a quick video on work for today. The main work for your asynchronous day on Thursday is going to be finishing up the water quality survey. Now, for those of you who are really thinking about your assessment and your grade on this project, the real big difference between a PD and a P is really thinking about how well you're able to rationalize and justify and support your solution and your choices within both the tables and your proposed project to the ANR. Proficient is really looking at just being able to use sufficient amounts of evidence to explain a solution. Well, the rationale is going to be really thinking about, because of this problem, I'm going to propose this solution, and this solution is going to be optimized as opposed to other solutions for X, Y, and Z. So it's just a little bit more detail and thought and nuances or trade-offs within your work and comparing different types of money spent expenditure. Now the survey is here. You can also find the Jamboards here. The first table is going to be having you propose specific amounts that add up to 100 in terms of how you're going to spend money for agriculture, developed lands, natural resources, and so forth. There's a couple ways that you can identify this using the Jamboards. You can be looking at the what in terms of the specific problem. You can be looking at the relative types of solutions for each type of problem in terms of feasibility, money, and time implement. Looking at the trade-offs and co-benefits is a great way to start comparing different types of problems and their extent and their possible solutions. At the least bit, I'm really expecting that you're using what and why with a little bit of costs to really think about how you're going to justify 25% for agriculture, for example, or 10% for innovation. For those of you really thinking about getting that PD, looking at the trade-offs and co-benefits might be a good way to start really thinking about differentiating the importance of innovation from wastewater. Now in the comment section, in the first part of your survey, you're really going to be writing a paragraph about a specific solution and sector that you wish to be implemented. Ideally, this is your own Jamboard. You want to be listing to the state in a paragraph of about 6 to 8 sentences, the source and sector, so maybe agricultural runoff, the location, Otter Creek, and supporting facts and data that really tell the ANR why this is a problem that needs to be addressed sooner than later. Now, in terms of your solution, you really want to be telling the state what is your solution in terms of the practicality, the feasibility, the costs, and also why is it practical and optimal compared to other possible solutions. This is another great place to show evidence for a PD as opposed to a P. If you're just telling the state we should implement manure injection within every farm, that's more of a P. But if you tell them why that is a solution that's better than maybe cover crops or a new type of manure processing, that's where I really see the ability to strive for a proficient with distinction. Now the second question is all going to be about how you spend that money in terms of different projects. Each project is a specific part of the life cycle of a clean water project. It all starts with innovation, and that can then be used to implement planning, education, development, design, and operation and monitoring. Now, with all of that, you're also going to want to justify why you think each of these different 6 sectors are more important than other sectors. The survey gives you sort of a life history of current expenditure. To me, it looked like operations was the largest chunk of the pie, so to speak, in terms of money. Maybe you want to decrease that and increase innovation. In the comment section below the survey, or the second table, you're going to talk about how your project that you proposed here would best be suited by one, maybe 2 of the categories above, thinking about the problem, the solution, and how you think the solution would be best achieved given limited resources, time, and the feasibility of your solution. If you need any help filling out the survey, we can submit it by tomorrow, so come to class with questions. Now the other thing that you can start working on, and I'll post this in Schoology and on the work calendar, is module notes for modules 18 and 19, which is just baseline population science data. We're going to be taking a look at human populations in about a week or so, And to be able to better understand types of population growth, types of population characteristics, we're going to be learning just about populations in general. My thought is that we will probably have these new notes due for Tuesday's class. If you want a head start, I would start doing the questions specific to Module 18, which are all about characteristics of populations and different limiting factors on populations. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you tomorrow for a great class. Bye.